Welcome back. In this segment, we'll talk about a more advanced topic in Google Earth Engine, and this topic is called modules. Modules are similar to packages that you use for coding in other languages. I myself use R, so for example, a package that you build inside R, you can imagine it's the very same concept inside Google Earth Engine that you are importing this module into a script that you are writing inside Google Earth Engine and be able to use functions from that module. And this is very useful in terms of running a very long script that you need to import a function that you wrote from somewhere else. So you can keep the length of your script much shorter by using these modules. So let us give you an example here on the screen. So as you can see, first you will see a lines of code here. But on the very top, you will see a very special line of code that starts with exports. So on line 1, where I'm highlighting there, this is the start of a module script. As you can see on the screen there, exports signifies that you are writing a function that can be exported to another script. And immediately followed to the exports is this IMAP BTS function. And this is what the name of the function that we are about to write for this script and this module. And in this particular example, we are doing a map function that is going to help us create basically a map within a map inside Google Earth Engine. And when we look at this function, there are different parameters that you can use. This is very similar to writing a function before. We use this function text here to signify there is a function going to be written, and whatever is in the bracket behind the function where I'm highlighting there from line 1 to 3, that is all the parameters that you want to put into this function for it to use and to be able to work there. So this function happened to be a product of a hackathon that I attended at a Google Earth Engine conference. And it was a lot of fun writing this script. Obviously, you can read more about it as we will be posting this somewhere in GitHub to be shared. This script, if you scroll down here, there are various functions built into this function I've written. And these functions does various jobs to be able to create a map within a map in that case. And in this case, I'm not going to go into much more details here, since what I'm focusing on this segment is to show you the structure of this exporting module, what it looks like. So at the end of this script, as you can see, what I wrote is the return on line 86 in the bottom there, return IMAP BTS, and then I put the parentheses. This simply just tells the Google Earth Engine that all these things it is doing inside the script just return the result, and you will be able to get the map within the map effect, as you can see on the screen there on line 86. That is the return function. So always, whenever you are writing a function, always remember to add this return function in there. Otherwise, you will be seeing nothing but just lines of code inside of your script. So this is just the general idea of how you can write a function. So just remember, keep in mind that use the exports function and then the name of the function and then whatever is inside that function you want to do. So this script is standalone. And this script, just for instructional purpose, I'm going to just call it as the function script. And we named it as the inset map, as the example here, BTS. So this script now is live, and we can store it somewhere in our script. And when I open up the script here, this is all the collection of scripts that I had. And I have stored this script inside the collection of scripts. So this folder that you're seeing here, user under the hackathon module. And this is exactly the folder that I'm storing this function script at for other people to use. And I have also shared this folder into a public shareable format. So how you can do that, you can simply just click this gear icon, as you can see on the screen there. And then a screen will pop up, as you can see on the screen. There are different people that you can assign to modify the scripts inside of this folder. And ultimately, the important part that is being highlighted here, this long link, this is what you want to send to other people to use. And once they load this link into their web browser, they will be able to use all of the scripts inside of your module. And this is a way to share multiple scripts of your development. And we simply just close this out by clicking done there. And that's simply the first step of developing a module. And then the next step, I'm going to show you how to use this module. So as you can see on the screen there, this is another script. Now we're just calling it the inset map use example on the top here. And this is showing you an example of how to use this function that I just developed in the previous script. And how we can look at this is in the very beginning on the top, you're seeing this on line 1 and line 2, you're seeing this function that I'm highlighting here. It's called require. Require is a function to call back the function script that we just developed. And we give it the address of where the script is. So this whole thing that I'm highlighting here on line 1 is the address of the script that we have just developed. And after we use this require function, now we will be able to use the function that we developed inside of this, inside the function script that we developed earlier. And there are various parameters that I've set in this code. I'm not gonna go over through all of them one by one, since I just want to show you how to use the module in this segment. So let me just highlight something on line 30 as what I'm highlighting there. And as you can see, so this is what we call a function that we just developed earlier. The first segment before the dot, as you can see, imap2. This is when we import the function or the script, as we seen on the earlier on line 1. If I scroll up here, yep. So this is corresponding to line 2, where we already named it as imap2. So IMAP2 is simply we are calling the function we just wrote, and we named that function as IMAP2. And if we go back to line 30, the second part of using the called function, as we can see there on line 30, where I'm highlighting, it is simply calling the name of the function that we have just developed. And within the parentheses, these are all of the parameters that we want to use. And hopefully the function that you have wrote or the people who share the function to you have told you what the parameters will be. And in this example, we have developed this example to show you what are the different parameters that you can put into each of the values for using this function. And of course, other people can develop instructions to what those parameters, individual parameters are in that regard. So after we put in all the parameters, we can just run this script, and then we should be able to see exactly what a map inside a map looks like. So we're going to run this script, and I'm going to open up the map down below to show you what the result looks like. So when I first hit run, nothing happens here, but as I pull up the map, you'll be able to see something had changed down below inside the map there. And this is going to be a very advanced level things, obviously. As you're seeing, there are panels on top of the map that we usually see inside Google Earth Engine. And I will cover this in the next segment, but this is just showing you an example of how you can utilize this function calling script. So two different scripts. One is the function script, and then the other one is the using function script. And you can call the function from another use script so that you don't have to repeat all the function that you wrote earlier inside the script that you're using. And this is example of showing you exactly how to do that. This is a very useful if you are trying to, also some cases when you are trying to save spaces inside of your script. And also another case could be that someone else is sharing the script that developed to you. So as you can see, just this example shows you one how to do that. So there you have it. This is the segment on how to utilize modules by simply using the export and require functions inside of Google Earth Engine. And in the next segment, we will talk about user interface and hope to see you there. Thank you.